Hello everyone, I am Ruhan and welcome back to our channel. From now onwards, we will solve some of the frequently asked questions in NCLX RN examination.
So, here we will solve some multiple choice question we end with its explanation. So, let's start. Number 1. A 43-year-old African American male is admitted with the sickle cell anemia. The nurse planned to access the circulation in the lower extremities every 2 hours. Which of the following outcome criteria would the nurse use? Number A. Body temperature of 99 degree Fahrenheit or less. Number B. Toes moved in active range of motion. C. Sensation reported when soles of feet are touched. Or number D. Capillaries refill in less than 3 seconds. So the correct answer is capillary refill in less than 3 seconds. So let's see why this answer is correct. Explanation. It is important to access the extremities of the blood vessels occultation in the client with sickle cell anemia because a change in capillary refills would indicate a change in circulation, body temperature, motion and sensation would not give information regarding the peripheral circulation. See, the main important thing in sickle cell crisis is the to stop the sickling of blood. So if we check the capillary refill is less than 3 seconds, then it is good for patient. So other three, body temperature, motion and sensation, are the secondary thing, but first of all we have to see the capillary refill is less than 3 seconds. Number 2. A 30-year-old male from Haiti is brought to emergency department in sickle cell crisis. What is the best option for this client? Number A. Side lying with a knee flexed. Number B. Knee chest. Number C. High followers with a knee flexed. And number D. Semi followers with a leg extended on the bed. So which position would be best for this client? So answer is semi followers with a leg extended on the back. So explanation is this: placing the client in the semi-fowler position provides the best oxygenation for this client. Flexion of a hip and knees, which include the knee chest position, impedes circulation and is not correct position for this client. So the other three options, that are side lying, knee flex, knee chest and high followers with a knee flex, are not applicable for the patient with a sickle cell crisis because it impedes the blood circulation, and semi-followers with a leg extended on the bed is good for the circulation and oxygenation in the body of this client. Now, number 3. A 25-year-old male is admitted in the sickle cell crisis. Which of the following intervention would be the highest priority of this client? Number A. Taking hourly blood pressure with a mechanical cuff. Number B. Encouraging fluid intake of at least 200 ml per hour. Number C. Position in high followers with a knee gauge raised. And number D. Administering Tylenol as ordered. So the correct answer is encouraging fluid intake of at least 200 ml per hour. So why it is so? Let's see. It is important to keep the client in sickle cell crisis hydrated to prevent the further sickling of blood. So first of all, what is the main thing that sickle cell crisis patient has to maintain? That is hydration of its body, because hydration of the body of this client will prevent the sickling of blood. And why the other threes are wrong? Let's see. Answer is incorrect because the mechanical cuff places too much pressure on the arm, so that is not applicable. It means it is not the priority. Answer C, which is incorrect because the raising of knee gauge impedes the circulation, that would be the fatal for the patient. And answer D is incorrect because the Tylenol is too mild analgesic for this client, and Tylenol is not so much useful for this client in this crisis. Now number 4. Which of the following food would the nurse encourage the client in sickle cell crisis to eat? Number A. Steak. Number B. Cottage cheese. Number C. Popsicle. And number D. Lima beans. Which food will be the best for this client? It is number C. Popsicles. And why it is so? Hydration is important in the client with the sickle cell disease to prevent the thrombus formation. Popsicles, gelatin, juice, and pudding have a higher fluid content. The food in answer A, B, and D do not aid in hydration and are therefore incorrect. As we have seen in previous question, the hydration of the patient in sickle cell is very much important. So the popsicle, gelatin, and juice, pudding, etc., that contains the high fluid content is good for the patient in this crisis, and other food that are not good in hydration are prohibited. Moving on further, number 5. A newly admitted client has sickle cell crisis. He is complaining of a pain in his feet and hands. The nurse assessment finding include a pulse oximetry of 92, accusing that all the following intervention are ordered, which should be done first. Adjust the room temperature, give a bolus of IV fluid, start O2, and administer meperidine demerol 75 mg IV push. So answer is start oxygen saturation. And why is that so? The pulse oximetry indicates the oxygen level are low, thus the oxygenation take precedence over the pain relief. Answer A. See, we had the main problem that the patient is having a low pulse oximetry of its 92. We should maintain the oxygen saturation in this kind of patient very accurately. So the first priority goes to the oxygen saturation rather than pain relief. The answer is incorrect because although the warm environment reduce the pain and minimize the sickling, it would not be the priority. Answer B is incorrect because although the hydration is important, it would not require a bolus. Answer D is incorrect because the demerol is acidifying to the blood and increase sickling. So that may be fatal. Okay, thank you everyone. This was for today. We will see you in next lecture. Till then, keep sharing and subscribe to our channel. Click the bell icon for the notification of another video from us.